वेलकम बैक दोस्तों। और जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं ये सारे मैचेस देखने के लिए आज हमारे साथ है द बिगेस्ट फैंस ऑफ जीपीएल। गाइस इन 3 2 1 जीपीएल। ओके, तो आप में से काफी लोगों के क्वेश्चंस था कि यहाँ पे यार ये टूर्नामेंट चल रहा है, इतने बड़े बड़े प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर इंडिया आए हैं, आप इनके फैंस भी हो, आप इनसे कुछ इंटरेक्ट भी करते हो, प्लेयर्स बैठे हुए भी आपके साथ। जेडी, आप इन्हें समझा रहे थे गेम के बारे में?
हाँ जी, इनको मैं गेम के बारे में समझा रहा था। ये लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि कंट्रोल कैसे हैं, किस तरीके से क्या खेलना है, तो लेंथ के हिसाब से इनको बता रहा था।
बताइए आप, अभी जेडी इज वन ऑफ द सबसे जो अच्छे प्लेयर्स है लीग के, तो वो आपको किस बारे में समझा रहे थे गेम में?
बैटिंग।
बैटिंग। तो आपको लग रहा है कि आपको पार्टिसिपेट करना है जीपीएल में सीजन 2? हाँ, तो जेडी इज द बेस्ट मेंटर यू कैन हैव यार। गाइस, किसी को एनी क्वेश्चन अबाउट द लीग? नो? Have you played real cricket before? Have you played? Yeah? Tell me about the game. No problem, no problem. आपने तो खेला हुआ है, कैसा लगा आपको गेम?
हाँ, अच्छा है।
अब बताइए, what do you think is the most challenging part about the game?
Batting.
Batting? Why?
It's bit of difficult.
Difficult. तो काफी strategy का game है.
Yes.
Yeah, great. And yeah, that is why this is not a game कि कोई भी खेल सकता है. It's a game of skill, strategy and obviously teamwork. बताइए आप क्या कहना चाहते हो? Oh, performance pressure. वो भूल गए? No problem. Yes, sir. बताइए.
Which team do you like the most?
Which I like the most?
Yes.
I like all the teams here. All of them are my favorites.
Does the winner get money?
Oh, it gets a lot of money here.
How much?
A lot of money. So, guys, talking about the prize money very quickly, this is one of the biggest prize pools ever to be seen in Indian esports. It's upward of 2.51 crores.
Sir, the way to count the points, is it similar to the traditional cricket?
So, the point system is as such that every time a match is won, a team wins, they get 2 points. So, it's a round robin format, and at the end of it, we'll have a top 4 teams, and then
So like next year also the matches will be next year also matches will be held here.
Oh yes, this is only season 1. Definitely, the next season is going to be much bigger than this one. With that, guys, thank you so much. And now, stay tuned. We've got 4 matches today and the next 8 days to look forward to. Over and out to my expert analysts, Roshan and Chetan.
Welcome back. Then it was Neeraj. Having a lot of fun with the kids out there. I'm pretty sure they were very curious to know what this is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. We have fans in the house today, and every cricket tournament, चाहे वो real life cricket हो, चाहे वो real cricket हो, it is made by the fans, and it's good to see those kids here today asking a lot of questions, trying to be inquisitive, कि ये क्या हो रहा है, and maybe we will have the next generation of gamers and cricket players playing real cricket coming from these kids.
Well, now, I'm not sure if your mother says that don't play phone on your games, don't play games on your phone, beg your pardon, the future is certainly changing. We'll have a look at, of course, how the day looks like for us. Yes, we are getting ready for the Mumbai Grizzlies taking on the Vipers for the game. Remember, the Vipers eventually are coming back after that win against New York, but a big loss against the Delhi Sharks. It was the biggest score for the total, for the games. I think it's a big loss for them eventually, but now it's fresh game.
Yeah, and day 3 पे काफ़ी उतार चढ़ाव रहा था दुबई वाइपर्स के लिए। जैसा आपने कहा कि दिल्ली के अगेंस्ट बहुत बड़ा लॉस था, दे गेव अवे द हाईएस्ट टोटल इन दिस टूर्नामेंट 77, बट देन टर्न्ड इट अराउंड इन द नेक्स्ट गेम ऑन डे 3। तो यही होता है जब आपके पास 2 मुकाबले होते हैं एक दिन में। आज उनके पास एक ही मुकाबला है, दे won 2 wins, so today they will be looking on to build on that, but they are playing a team which is the best in the tournament.
Talking about the best, we have picked the best one, and of course, we have Kolkata. It was right for the start of that game. Eventually, we'll have to wait and watch if our predictions turn out for this one as well. Good start eventually for all the talent out here as well, and we're trying to we'll let you know, of course, how things go by. But again, you have somebody like the Grizzlies who are going at an incredible, rate at what they're winning in. 3 back-to-back victories. 4th one to go, I think, will again take them to the top.
Oh, absolutely. Mumbai Grizzlies are number 2 in the points table. Number 3, Dubai Vipers. This is the battle to go top of the table. And that's the captain, Davinder and Mukesh. I mean, Davinder is the best bowler in the tournament, an economy of 7 and 5 wickets, and he bowls in the last 2 overs. चौथा ओवर या पांचवा ओवर, और उसमें 7 की इकोनॉमी and 5 wicket, 5 wickets in 4 matches. Oh my God, this is the bowler of the tournament. But Dubai have some red hot all-rounders, जिनमें से एक उनके कप्तान मुकेश है.
Well, Mukesh, of course, a lot of responsibility for him. We'll have to wait and see how that happens, because we're having a look at the team list then. Well, remember, there would not be much changes in the squad unless it's a big emergency, but pretty much the same sort. Davinder there. Now, again, you talk about PK. Some disappointment for him, but at the end of the day, he's one of their MVPs, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. 4% of 40%, strike rate of 230. 53 runs, he is their brute. He's the number 1 batsman in all of real cricket. Davinder, the best bowler. Sarjan, क्या जबरदस्त run scoring की है, 80 plus runs. Milan, 38-year-old, क्या experience लेकर आते हैं. Swapnil, obviously he's the balanced player as well. And then you have Abhishek. He's the rapper. He sets the mood for this team. He throws down the gauntlet. And you know what? He is a clever bowler as well. 3 wickets for him and Swapnil both.
Well, it's important for them to come out firing from their performances, and not just the words, which have done that. They have certainly done that. There is nothing to take away from them. And I really love the spirits. But on the other side, Dubai Vipers, a mix and match for them. Talk about Roy being such a brute, power for them. But it's important for him to play when it matters the most.
Oh, absolutely. He scored 44 runs so far in 4 matches. They'll be waiting for him to kick on from here. लेकिन जैसा मैंने शुरुआत में कहा था, इस टीम में 2 बढ़िया ऑलराउंडर हैं, and they are Mukesh and Manish. 65 runs and 4 wickets for Mukesh. 70 runs and 5 wickets for Manish. What a player that guy is.
We'll also have to talk about Harbhajan, because you've seen them start with Harbhajan for the bowling, and he has really worked well for them, and that's what they would be counting on, because we've seen in a tournament like this, we talk about the players to watch out for eventually. We'll have Sarjan, but Harbhajan, we're talking about him. Great spell yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. He has 4 wickets in the tournament. But now talking about the players to watch out for, Manish. It's the battle of the top scorer and the best all-rounder in the tournament. 70 runs for Manish and 5 wickets. लेकिन दूसरी तरफ है Sarjan, 81 runs with that strike rate. और पिछले 3 मुकाबलों में जो मुंबई ने लगातार जीते हैं, Sarjan ने बैट के साथ बहुत जबरदस्त चमत्कार किया है. They'll be hoping he continues this red hot form.
Red hot form is important for both batting and bowling. I've seen a couple of them do that, and that's what is really important, because remember, it's just 5 overs that they have to play, unlike before when they're playing the qualifiers, where it was just one player playing all that 5 wickets. Here the story is different. Here it's more about how you perform as a team, and I'm pretty sure Dubai Vipers have done all their homework before they play the side of the Mumbai Grizzlies. We're all ready for the toss. Then we have Neeraj with the captains down with the umpires.
Thank you, expert analyst, for your pre-match analysis. Now, before going for toss for the match number 2, I would like to call upon stage both the teams, the Mumbai Grizzlies and the Dubai Vipers.
Streams हो या dreams, पूरा कामयाब मैं, कोहली वाला mindset और धोनी जैसा शाप मैं, हर पब में जी और गेम है मेरे हाथ में, हंसता सीधा बैंक तक 50 वाले लाफ में, हा 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 हा, भाई तू है वीक और मैं लेता हफ्ता, खुद के तेरे हाथ नहीं तूने रखा चमचा, पूरा गैंग है ग्राइमी हा, टॉप सीधा शॉट्स तेरे ब्रेन में, बॉम्बे दा बैड मुंडा पंजाब तक कैंट में, ना मैं डिवाइन पर बंदा नहीं हुसैन में, रिक्शा से निकला रोवर मेरे रेंज में, बैक बेंच वाले लड़के आए फ्रंट पेज पे, तू सड़क के महारानी के बेस में, मैं संजू बाबा वॉक करता.
Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
Piyush, hey, I was just on lenskart. ये जो price है $999, right?
नहीं करण, रुपीज है.
I can't be seen wearing glasses under 1 lakh. Price थोड़ा ज्यादा हो सकता है क्या?
करण, ये बढ़िया प्राइस है. It's only because we don't have middlemen.
90,000.
आप कहीं और से ले लो. 80,000. I'm going. Bye.
अमीरों की हाई लगेगी तुझे.
Factory वाले prices, no middlemen. Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
finolex पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
दोस्तों, Welcome back. This is match number 2. And thank you, my expert analyst, for that pre-match analysis. With me is captain for Dubai Vipers, Mukesh Dodwani, and Devinder Singh for Mumbai Grizzlies. A big round of applause for both the teams. Dosto, both Mumbai and Dubai have one of the strongest bowling and fielding sides. So shayad this is going to be a low scoring match. Devinder, क्या कहना है आपका? आज का स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होगा दुबई के लिए?
जी पहले बताना चाहूँगा मुकेश मेरा बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है, बट इनके खिलाफ मुझे स्ट्रैटेजी बनाने की नीड नहीं है।
तो दुबई के खिलाफ स्ट्रैटेजी का जरूरत नहीं, वो ऑन द गो देख लेंगे।
हाँ देख लेंगे।
अरे दैट इज गोना बर्न। मुकेश क्या बोलना चाहोगे?
लगता है पहली हार मान गए मुंबई वाले।
पहली मान हार गए। अच्छा वैसे क्या रे स्ट्रैटेजी कुछ भी कर लो, जीतना तो दुबई को ही है। अरे you can see the love, the tension between both the teams. A big round of applause, guys. I would now like to call the umpire for the toss. Captains, who's going to take the call? Oh, both of them are saying, I'm going to call. Okay, I'll ask once again, who's going to take the call? Agli baar? Okay, so there has been an agreement. Mukesh is going to be taking this one. The Vipers going for the call.
Heads.
Vipers have called for heads and tails it is. I'm sorry, Mukesh. बताइए.
We will ball first.
Okay, Mumbai is gonna ball.
हाँ.
Okay, बताइए क्यों?
और लास्ट मैच के जैसे सेम मतलब हम लोग बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं टॉस जीत के, तो हम लोग जीत रहे हैं। अभी स्ट्रैटेजी चेंज नहीं करेंगे।
हाँ. स्ट्रैटेजी तो वही, और वैसे भी दुबई के साथ।
हाँ अभी एक्सप्रेशन देख रहे हैं इनके टॉस हार के।
चलिए, all the very best to the Mumbai Grizzlies. मुकेश, यार दिस इज अ वेरी स्ट्रांग स्टेटमेंट कि दुबई के साथ हमको स्ट्रैटेजी का जरूरत ही नहीं है।
Runs on the board always puts pressure on them. We will defend it easily.
Great. So bowling first is not a problem at all.
No issues.
Great. You've got anyways one of the strongest sides here, bowling side. All the best, bhai. All the best. This is match number 2. Devinder for Mumbai Grizzlies. They have won the toss and they have decided to bowl. Back to my expert analyst.
They can have a great banter on the field, but off the field, they're good friends, Devinder and Mukesh. They're seeing that intensity come out, isn't it? But the news from the center is Mumbai have won the toss and chose to bowl. Pretty much an easy decision for them.
Absolutely. With the kind of bowling performance that Mumbai has been putting in, no surprises at all. Dubai, you are warned.
Well, we'll have to wait and watch how things go by in this contest. Of course, Dubai batting first in that inning. We're all ready for a game then with our casters, Floki and Cripps on the call.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
आगे कुछ भी हो सकता है।
जो खुद की सुनते हैं, दुनिया उनकी सुनती है। lenskart आकड़ है।
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
finolex पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, देवी और सज्जन और हमारे सारे दर्शकों का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है JetSynthesys प्रेजेंट्स द ग्लोबल ई क्रिकेट प्रीमियर लीग में। मैं हूं फ्लोकी, मेरे साथ है क्रिप्स और हम चौथे दिन के दूसरे मैच पे आ चुके हैं मुंबई ग्रिजलीज और दुबई वाइपर्स के बीच में। और जैसा कि हमारे एनालिस्ट ने कहा यहाँ पे क्रिप्स, ये बहुत ही शानदार बॉलिंग मैच होने वाला है।
डेफिनेटली दोनों टीम का बॉलिंग बहुत ही स्ट्रांग है, लेकिन यू नो व्हाट स्ट्रॉन्गर, उनके स्टेटमेंट्स एक दूसरे के खिलाफ जो बैंटर हो रहा है, जो ट्रैश टॉकिंग हो रही है, मुझे देख के तो बहुत मजा आ रहा है।
बिल्कुल, I mean even I like the fact that Devinder essentially gave the choice over to Mukesh and he's like, no, you choose, you decide. And well, the result was that the Mumbai won the toss and they chose to bowl first. So I'm interested to see how that changes things up, because I don't think the Dubai Vipers are a team that is as good as chasing as they are at bowling first and really getting those wickets and applying the pressure on the enemy team. They're much better when they are, not the ones defending.
Exactly. उन लोग को चेज करना थोड़ा ज़्यादा easy पड़ता है as compared to defending. तो अभी उनको बहुत ही अच्छा टारगेट सेट करना पड़ेगा, but they need to be careful of Devinder. यार, he's got 5 wickets in this tournament already, and like that's one of the highest wicket rates.
Certainly, and despite that, Devinder, even though he was feared as a batsman, has proven to be an invaluable bowler, and so has Abhishek. But right off the bat, looks like we're going to be starting things off with a boundary as that's a 4. As the Dubai Vipers open things up with a bang. That's going to be a showstopper for just like the Pulsar S125, and also a showstopper. Do check out the bike. But with that comes the second ball. And ooh, again, a similar toss coming through. And this time the batsman is baited. Abhishek knew exactly what he's been doing. And there it is, the out right on the second wicket. So on the second ball, excuse me.
Roy has been an impressive boundary hitter. But he goes for the same type of shot yet again. He tries to target the square leg, but instead he gets caught out.
Oh,
That's what happens when you repeat your styles too much. Too many repeated shots will result in a wicket.
And Abhishek continues to be one of the more interesting bowlers here for the Grizzlies, as he is very open to relinquishing boundaries if it means that he can get some early wickets and put the pressure on the batsman. And that he has done quite successfully. And it's now going to be the captain at strike. Manish will be watching from the runner's end. Abhishek cooking up next ball in his head, thinking about where he wants to put it, what kind of swing, what kind of spin, and well, looks like the Vipers have managed to hit it right past the inside fielders, straight towards the cover, and that's another 4 going the way of the Dubai Vipers.
Mukesh, the radical captain, he's got a decent enough strike rate and he continues to deliver. He's one of those guys that can stay on the pitch for a long time. वो टिके रहते हैं, इतना जल्दी out नहीं होते.
Yeah, and again, वो consistency भले ही 2-2 रन की भी क्यों ना हो, बहुत जरूरी है यहाँ पे, क्योंकि वो 2-2 रन के हिसाब से ही आप वो एक मोट सा बना पाते हो जिससे सामने वाली टीम को चेस करने में काफी मुश्किल होती है.
Exactly. Akhri over of the first ball, and Abhishek wants another wicket. He wants the captain to be out. Ball going straight in the line of the stumps, and it's going to be just a single. Abhishek limiting their opportunities quite hard. और इसी के साथ अब स्ट्राइक पे आते हैं मनीष.
Oh yeah.
The interesting part is मनीष तो उनके balanced batsmen हैं.
जी हाँ, I think वो यहाँ पे अपने एक
Sorry, माफ करना, मुकेश is still on strike, but yeah, Manish is still the balanced batsman.
हाँ, मनीष जो balanced batsman है, हमने काफी actually ये trend देखा है. I think न्यूयॉर्क केप्स का भी ये trend है जो अपना balanced batsman पहले भेजते हैं पहली विकेट निकलने पे, and I think उसका कारण यही है कि they would much rather have the consistency of 2 runs and the ability to hit different types of balls instead of being aggressive and finding those boundaries, because that has proven to be risky after the first few days have been over. We've seen that.
Exactly. और अगर बैलेंस जो बैट्समैन है आपके, अगर वो 30 यार्ड सर्कल के बाहर बॉल को मार देते हैं तो वैसे भी डिफेंड करना बाउंड्री को डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. So you don't need a brute or a radical for that.
Yeah, that could have been an LBW, but the ball was a bit too high for that, so no bueno. But still, a dot ball is more than welcome here for the Mumbai Grizzlies. Again, the Dubai Vipers, not the best of scores here. The second power play over, but they're going to hope to rectify that, as that could have been a riskier run, but the dive covers it from the runners.
Swapnil is one of the more balanced bowlers over here. वो एक टाइप के बॉल काफी ज्यादा डालते हैं, but he just alternates the kind of spin that he goes for. This time alternating the side of the wicket which he's throwing it from.
Oh, that's a powerful shot, but unfortunately for the Vipers, there was a fielder present towards the boundary, so no 4 will be found. But again, Swapnil's going to have to be careful, because it does seem like he's starting to get a little bit frivolous. Although, I feel like in the power play overs, that's a little okay, especially if you can find a wicket. Okay. Interesting choice to move and then go for that shot.
Exactly. और ये एक ट्रैप प्ले था. स्वप्निल ने जिस तरह से फुल टॉस डाला, उन्हें मालूम था कि मनीष और मुकेश दोनों को पीछे के एरिया में बॉल मारना पसंद है. And that's why they've also placed 2 slip fielders behind the wicket keeper.
It's indeed quite interesting, and well, it's almost like you're a prophet, Trips, because you predicted this. You saw this coming. You said that they like hitting the ball towards the backside, towards the fine leg and point, and there it is, the 4 coming through. But that marks the end of the power play overs, and now the fun really begins.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see who comes to ball now for the side of Mumbai. And it's Sajjanpreet. Oh my God. Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. This is the guy that you've all been waiting for. Sajjanpreet surprisingly has no wickets in the tournament so far, yet he has one of the best econ ratings.
We'll see if he can keep that stat up, as that's an interesting ball. Oh, but misfielded. That's going to give them a chance for 3, maybe even a 4, as I believe they might just run 4 runs. Oh, yeah, they did. Not the start Sajjanpreet was looking for. That was a really good ball, but slight misfield. Although it does not result in the 4 runs, it does result in 3 only.
I think he can still live with that.
Yeah. Much more acceptable, but that looked like it could have been a bit more dangerous. But it's not. It is just about fine. They will get 2 runs on the back of that. So Sajjanpreet just limiting the boundaries, making sure that the Dubai Vipers stay humble.
That's what happens when Manish is on strike. He's more of a balanced guy, so he will try to lock the ball behind him as much as possible. He doesn't even need the power. He's just using Sajjanpreet's speed against him, and that's another powerful pulsar 4.
Oh yeah, and I feel like this is starting to become a way to answer the pacers here towards the latter overs. We've often seen these pacers coming at the last moment, and the batsmen don't really have the power to hit this ball across the boundaries, but if they continue using the speed of the ball against the bowler, then, well, you can still find boundaries, as we've seen just now. So maybe a change in fielding positions or a change in strategy is needed.
Yeah, fielding positions तो उन्होंने अभी तक inside out field इस्तेमाल की है, लेकिन ये मनीष और मुकेश की जो partnership है वो अभी बहुत ज़्यादा रंग ला रही है. इन्हें तोड़ना पड़ेगा अभी.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I meant. इन्हें तोड़ना पड़ेगा. I didn't mean कि उनके body को मारो, injure करो उन्हें.
Yeah, but regardless, a very good ball coming through from Sajjanpreet.
Yeah.
और उनकी आखिरी गेंद, देखते हैं कि ये गेंद पे वो विकेट ले पाएंगे या डॉट बॉल मार पाएंगे. And in fact, I think डॉट बॉल मारना भी काफी शानदार रहेगा, लेकिन वो बॉल पे स्विंग बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन बैट्समैन ने भी काफी समझदारी से खेला, शॉट का इस्तेमाल किया.
Exactly right. He used more of a wrist flick, and ये full या फिर यॉर्कर इन स्विंग्स को मारने के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा होता है, बट वो स्विंग जो है बॉल पे वो बहुत लेट शुरू हुआ. Like I didn't expect it to swing इतना late.
Yeah, it looked like it swung way towards the end there.
Yeah.
And again, that requires really good perception by the batsman to see that coming and time it properly. And now it's the man himself, Davinder, who has been praised by
pretty much
the players, the analysts and us as well. Let's see what he can do here. He's had a very good econ rating so far. He's also taken a fair amount of wickets, and it's like they will prevent the boundary here, but nonetheless, Dubai Vipers, slow and steady. They've learned from the tortoise and the hare, and they're getting up there.
Yeah. Hey, they carry a decent amount of armory with them, you know? That's the shell. Devinder, he's got 5 wickets in this tournament so far. That's one of the highest wicket takers.
Yeah.
And also, a very impressive econ rating on 7.5. So, you really need to keep an eye on this guy, you know? If there's anyone who can break the partnership of Manish and Mukesh, it has to be him. The captain of Mumbai Grizzlies needs to step up. Charging from a little more far away this time. I think it's going to be a faster ball. 128.
And well, he's going to find 2 runs on the back of that. Oh, okay. Overthrown just a bit. But nonetheless, not the end of the world. And Manish, despite not being dealt the best hand, despite being only the balanced batsman for the team, has done a lot more than could be reasonably asked of him. So, well done by him, and they'll even get a wide in this over. Slightly uncharacteristic of the winner, but nonetheless, no harm, no foul.
Quite weird, right? I mean, the ball went above Manish.
Yeah. Well, big shout out to one of our sponsors, dhruvglobalschool, as well, for providing us the location to do this. They have a massive auditorium, numerous facilities, so...
Yeah, and even the kids who have come to see the matches today are having fun.
Yeah, definitely do consider the school if you're of the different age range. But, oh, okay, boundary prevented. That's what's important. So again, the Dubai Vipers being kept honest. They get 3 runs now. There's still 3 balls remaining in this over. 45 with 9 balls remaining is not all that bad, actually.
Absolutely not.
I mean, this is the first that we've seen the Dubai Vipers. Oh,
wow.
Okay.
did stop the six, but it was fielded well. And even though Davinder might not have found a wicket, he's certainly not relinquished a boundary.
And that's all that matters. I mean, that was a beautiful swing from Davinder. I'm actually surprised that Manish managed to connect that shot, because the timing for these kind of swings can be very difficult. But because it's a very fast ball, Manish just needs to flick it a little bit. He didn't even use all that much power, and it went all the way almost towards the boundary. But this time around, Mumbai Grizzlies, they have changed the fielding setup.
Oh, and is it going to pay dividends? Well, oh, okay, that's an unnecessary dive, but had that been a quicker field, then there was a good chance that they might have gotten a run out, but a missed opportunity here for Davinder.
Yeah.
Who I have to say does make use of every single mechanic the game gives him, you know. He's constantly changing fielding positions. He's constantly using different presets. And you can see, I mean, just within the span of 3 balls, he's changed the field 3 times.
Exactly. If there's ever a man who's so persistent to get a wicket, it's none other than Davinder. Can he get it on the last ball of his over? In the air, goes towards the fielder, but no cigar. Oh, they're attempting another run. This could be risky. They do manage to make it across, and Manish retains strike.
And again, the Dubai Vipers, even though they lost a wicket nice and early thanks to Abhishek's excellent bowling, it seems that they've somehow stabilized and they've not conceded any wickets.
They've not conceded any wickets. Both Mukesh and Milan are playing a very, Mukesh and Manish are playing a very good game of cricket over here, with their strike rates being above 200 each. And this puts Milan in quite a sticky situation. This vice captain now has to pull off a miracle, because Dubai Vipers have already reached a score of 50.
Quick throw back, but towards the bowler's end, excuse me.
They've already reached a score of 52. And this just makes it so much easier for them to cross that 60-run mark. Well, and yeah, that was a risky run.
It certainly was. It looked like if you threw it to the wicket-keeper's end, that could have been a wicket, but no such luck. And again, these swings are dangerous, just like that screamer, as you often like to say. That was at 145 kilometers per hour.
Damn. Yeah, that's what happens when you throw such fast balls. Manish just tried to push it. He didn't even try to stroke or anything, right? And with such fast balls, if you just connect it, it will still go sailing.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting scoop, using the pace against the bowler, and that's a 4 in the final over.
What a scoop. Just redirecting all of that momentum from Milan straight towards third man.
Oh, yeah. And now there's only 3 balls remaining in the over. Even 2 runs each will suffice, but they will attempt the boundary and they will find it. Seek and ye shall find, ask and ye shall receive, swing and thou shalt hit a boundary. That seems to be the commandments here for the side of the Dubai Vipers.
And if you lose the toss, you might still win. That could be another commandment that we add to our list.
And I have to say, didn't really expect this level of consistent batting coming out here from the Dubai Vipers. Their bowling is the one that really stands out, but again, they find boundary years in the last overs.
Manish really padding his stats.
Yeah.
Performing so well in this game. And Manish generally is one of the more impressive batsmen with a strike rate of 205 so far. But he's got very low boundary percentages.
Yeah.
Now that's bound to change after this over.
Talk about over-delivering. This man has lifted his weight and then some. And this is going to be the final ball of the over. I believe there's only chance for a 1 close. They will find the 2. And that will mark the end of the first innings. The Grizzlies have a good target to beat. Considering it's the Vipers, it's certainly not going to be easy.
Oh, definitely not. They need hot streaks. The Grizzlies, they need to throw their weight around.
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
अब आगे कुछ भी हो सकता है
All flights to remain grounded.
जो खुद की सुनते हैं दुनिया उनकी सुनती है lenskart आकड़ है
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा
finolex pipes पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी पाइप नहीं.
The Bears are some of the more heavier animals that we have in these leagues, so they need to maintain their consistency and show us exactly what they're made of. Every single one of them will have to step up. Nobody can afford to slack out. This team tends to rely quite a lot on Pappu Kumar. They tend to rely quite a lot on the captain Devinder and Chhatrapati.
Yeah.
But
Just for some context, Pappu Kumar is PK.
Is PK, yeah. Usually he's the opener for the team. But this time it's the captain himself taking strike.
Okay, well, Devinder, we've seen the story go in many different directions, but a couple of times it has not been the best outcome for Devinder. Let's see if he can change that. See if he can do things differently. Woo, that was a close one.
He attempted a cover drive, which is an appropriate shot for an off spin like this, but it spun a little too hard.
Yep. Again, some really good bowling coming through from Harbhajan, always targeting those middle stumps with the spin. This man is eager to find a wicket. He is not scared. Be it Devinder, Dewman, be it any batsman from the Kolkata Hawks, no, he will always go for the wicket. And adjust the field accordingly too, because I don't think Harbhajan really concedes a lot of runs ever, and even if he does, he always finds wickets to make up for it. But he might not have seen this coming, as Devinder makes the best possible situation out of no possible situation, scoops the ball behind towards point, and that's going to be a beautiful pulsar in his 125 showstopper 4.
And that is such a risky shot to attempt, especially when the ball is being aimed directly at the stumps and there are two slips.
Yep. Could have gone a whole lot worse. But Devinder, he's mindful of the field. Well, going to be interesting to see how he approaches this over. As Harbhajan, so it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him. Started off with a very good ball. Gave away 2, then gave away 4, but still has 2 more opportunities to put the Vipers in a very comfortable position. Finding a wicket here could be disastrous for the side of the Grizzlies.
Yeah, especially when 2 of your strongest batsmen are the ones opening. Either one of them goes out.
Oh, wow.
And then the onus is up to Abhishek to somehow carry the team back.
Very quick fielding too coming out here from the Vipers. Even that one looked risky.
I know, right? So close. Might have been a run out. And with that, PK will take strike.
Oh, okay. That is a really good one. But again, look at that. I mean, so mindful of the field here, Harbhajan. Really limiting the number of boundaries in the first power play over. And you can see only 10 runs found when typically you see more boundaries.
Exactly right, and that too against a player like PK, who hits 40% of his shots as 4s. That's a definitely impressive number.
Big win here for the Vipers in the first over, but you're going to have to keep this performance up. Now, every single one of their bowler is dangerous, but I've seen that their bowling does get progressively riskier as they move from some of their off-spinners to their pacers.
Yeah. These pacers can be easily dispatched by the likes of Chhatrapati and PK. Devinder, on the other hand, has struggled to maintain consistency outside of the power play overs.
Oh, wow. And well, that's going to be the start the Grizzlies are looking for. It might not have come in the first power play over, but it definitely does in the second one, as that's another pulsar in his 125-6.
Great shot by PK. Can't believe that simple shots like pull shots are actually working against a bowler like Vijay.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that, I believe, is going to be another boundary here, Crips.
All of a sudden, the pace of these spins has dropped, but the pickup of the boundaries has increased tenfold. We did not see any of these in the first over, and now you're seeing multitude of them.
Yeah. And well, if you're Harbhajan watching from the stands, you're just thinking to yourself, man,
what did I do all of that for?
But hey, Vijay can still rectify this. All they need is a wicket, but that ball has been smashed across the boundary, and that's going to be a 6.
And that is such a risky smash too. Like, the ball is in line off the stumps, just slightly towards the off stump, right? Look at what PK does. He moves a little towards the leg side, gets down on one knee and strokes it across. That's the most lofted cover drive that I've seen in this match so far.
Oh yeah, and oh, that is high up in the air, but it's over the infielder's
My
edge.
God.
And that's going to be the third six for this over, the fourth boundary. And you can see the Grizzlies all appreciating the hard work coming through here from PK.
The P in PK stands for powerful.
Oh yeah, certainly does, and a very fitting P2 because he is the brute batsman for the team. Smashing that ball across like it's his arch nemesis.
My God.
Oh. Yeah, that looked a little bit risky, but does go over the infielder's heads, and that's another boundary. And I believe this might just be the second over where every single ball has been a boundary if PK can repeat that. And this has to be the quickest 27 runs I've ever seen in this tournament so far.
Exactly. We will have to change it from a pulsar powerful shot to a pulsar extremely powerful over altogether.
Oh, yeah. Well, PK, see if he can continue to deliver here. He's already scored 36 for the Grizzlies. Will attempt
Not
another
again.
boundary, and he finds it. Sheesh! Beautiful over coming through for PK. This man cannot be stopped.
He cannot be denied. He just simply keeps on destroying his opposition. Vijay has been smacked left, right, center, and he's going to be feeling quite bad after that one. Have you ever before seen this match? Have you ever seen something like this? 40 runs in 2 overs? Floki, I think this is the highest power play run that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen a target being chased so quickly. And there's 3 overs remaining. You can relax, Grizzlies. This is insane. Not a single wicket relinquished. And I think that was the strategy that the Mumbai Grizzlies were talking about. Devinder, all he did was play defensively, waited until he could get PK on strike. Oh, run cancelled. Good decision. Good decision.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little worried that they might have started running a little too late, and I thought Devinder would have expected the ball to go towards the boundary, not be intercepted by the wicketkeeper itself.
Yeah, but again, you can see Devinder's changing approach, starting to pay dividends here, as now again it's going to be PK on strike. With that comes a chance for some more boundaries. I mean, now PK has no reason to play this safe. He has done really, really well, set his team up for success beautifully.
Yeah.
He can continue to smash that ball.
He chased down half the target all by himself in just 1 over.
Yeah, 3 sixes and 3 fours. And well, had this not been a power play over, I believe that too would have been a boundary. But thankfully, the Dubai Vipers, they've learned their lesson. They've placed 5 on the outfield. So, yeah, those boundaries are not going to come this easy.
And I am starting to feel a little worried for Dubai Vipers over here, man. Manish has the lowest econ rating in his team. But even that is quite bad. It's 11.25.
Yeah.
So despite having the lowest econ rating in the team, it's still not a good number.
Well, you need 24 right now if you're the Grizzlies. The catch would certainly help. Dice for the ball. And that's it. PK has been taken out of the picture. The danger man is out. And well, Devinder will be there. And you can see Chhatrapati being advised by his teammate to take it easy, to relax. There's a lot of balls to be played. Just go for those 2s and you're going to be A-okay. It is back to bread and butter here for the Grizzlies.
The captain once again has to ring true over here. He needs to justify his #1 rank. And he's still keeping it safe. Perhaps not yet.
Well, the Grizzlies are more than happy to get these 2s. As Devinder, he knows that now it's his job to do some of the heavy lifting. And well, even the heavy lifting is just another Tuesday for him.
They're keeping them humble, keeping them grounded, not giving away more than 2 runs in a single ball. This might have just been the most successful over for the Dubai Vipers.
Yeah.
Especially given the disaster that occurred in over #2.
Oh yeah, that was quite the over.
Quite the over.
But I have to say, even credit to the batsman, right? Because there's no way on earth PK would have been able to hit those boundaries had he not taken those risks. Every single shot was lofted in that boundary, and that is insanely risky against spinners.
Exactly. But I still feel so bad for Vijay. You know, he had the worst econ rating of 17, and now that econ rating must be somewhere around 25. I know my math is not that good, but it's quite obvious to say that his econ rating must be shot down. But maybe Vamsi can be the saving grace.
And this is going to be Chhatrapati that strike. And he's going to stick with the program. Just get those twos in. Death by 1,000 cuts. That's all that's needed.
Yeah, and at this point, they can afford to go for those doubles again and again. The required run rate has dropped to less than 12. It's well within reach.
Yeah. And Vamsi, I mean, it's unfair to have so much pressure on your shoulders, especially after the way the Vipers batted in those first innings. I think this is going to be heartbreaking for them, but nonetheless, the day is not yet over. The battle has not yet been won. Perhaps there's still an opportunity lurking in the shadows somewhere here for the Vipers, but they're going to have to be really keen to find it. And again, some really good defensive batting coming out here from the Grizzlies.
The fun fact is that defensive batsman hasn't even entered the field yet.
Yeah.
Their defensive batsman, Abhishek, even though he hasn't got a lot of runs to his name, he hasn't even faced a lot of balls for that matter, he's got an insane strike rate of 266.
I believe that might be because of a small sample size.
Yeah, that's because of a small sample size. So that number is bound to change. But still, anything about 200 is very impressive in a situation like this.
Yes, certainly for a defensive batsman. But well, with that said, Grizzlies will continue to apply the pressure, and the Vipers, they just have no answer. I mean, considering the number of balls remaining, Crips, this is not looking all that good here for the Vipers. They need to start finding those wickets, but how? How do you do that? How do you do that when there's so few balls left, when there's so little margin for error? Where you know that if you try to be risky, it's going to get smashed just like this. And I think it's going to find the boundary, and oh my God, I hear that roar all the way from the stage here.
That's a powerful pulsar 4.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you bowl almost a full length.
Yeah.
And the guy is more than comfortable going for the reverse sweeps. Keep in mind that Sajjan doesn't really hit those sweep shots all that often.
Yeah.
He's more of a cover drive and a offside player guy, not on the leg side.
Oh,
see,
and
that's
again.
what I said.
Yeah. Some really good batting coming out here from the Grizzlies, and well, they're chasing the target and hunting it down like a Doberman on the run, on the hunt.
I thought you would have said something along the lines of a bear joke, but
Bears do have a good sense of smell, but they're not the most agile creatures, not the most fantastic trackers out there in the animal kingdom.
Neither are the Vipers, but here we are.
Here we are indeed. 1 over remaining, Trips. 8 runs needed. A close match, some would say, but perhaps if Grizzlies stick to the plan, it won't be.
Indeed. Now the target is well within reach, and both your stronger batsmen are on the field, so things are looking up for the side of Mumbai Grizzlies. You've got the captain, Devinder, Radical, and you've got Chhatrapati. Both of your batsmen are actually Radical right now.
Yeah.
So they can go for all kinds of shots. And with such an achievable target, they can even afford to take some risks. Devinder hasn't really gone for a lot of boundaries so far, which is quite uncharacteristic of him.
Oh, that is an interesting shot, but it's going to find the boundary.
Wow.
Oh, that looked risky, but the fact is, the Radical batsman can do that. The balanced batsman, not so much. Had been a different type of batsman, that could have gone horribly.
Exactly. Look at the kind of shot that he even used. He was trying to go for more of a mid-wicket shot, but it ended up going towards long on rather. And keep in mind, that area, that frontal V is a very dangerous area. Not only because the distance to the boundary is quite high, but because you've got 4 people waiting to catch the ball in case you miss the timing.
Oh yeah, 5 needed in 5 balls, and this one's a nail biter. Oh, high up in the air, caught by the fielder, right into his hands. And the Dubai Vipers, well, that might not be all she wrote for the Mumbai Grizzlies, but it's certainly a step in the right direction.
Nazar Hati or Durgatna Hati. There's been quite a lot of these Nazar Hati moments with the captain Devinder. Sometimes he goes for these kind of risky shots despite knowing what the fielding setup is like. Now, I don't know if that's confidence or ego, but Chhatrapati better have an answer now.
Yeah. Oh, good shot coming through from Chhatrapati. Gonna allow for an easy two. And the Vipers, well, being kept honest here. But again, it's just so much easier here for the batsman. Mukesh, he's gonna have to pull a rabbit out of the hat for this one. A miracle.
Yeah, make some of that captain magic work. Wave your wand, pray to the gods. I don't know what you believe
Sacrifice a goat, do whatever, man.
Okay, that turned dark really fast.
Yep.
Some traditions are probably not that PG-13, huh?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you manage to somehow stop the Grizzlies, then your name is gonna be in the history books of real cricket, because this is a near impossible situation. But we'll see. Oh,
okay.
If that can happen, another dot ball, mounting the pressure. 2 balls remaining out, trips and 3 runs needed, do or die. You have to connect on these ones, and it's Chhatrapati on strike.
Yeah. Chhatrapati got baited into trying a horizontal stroke like that. That's also because the line was well out of stumps and the height quite high.
Yep. Kesh. Oh!
Not again!
Not again! The Vipers, can they actually do it?
At this point, they need to go for a double at a minimum to tie the game. And they need to hit it all the way across. A boundary required. So far, all of those horizontal shots by Chhatrapati have failed. He needs to connect this one. He needs to go for a full toss all the way across. And it has gone for the fielders. It's going for a boundary. Mumbai Grizzlies win by the tiniest of margins.
And after a very successful first inning for the Vipers, the Mumbai Grizzlies pull it back on the very last ball.
My God, Chhatrapati really has a way to get you on the edge of your seat. And look at the way how elated he is.
Down to the wire. And look at Abhishek, it's him who's doing all the celebration for his teammates.
I know, right? Abhishek did such a great job, especially since he was the one bowling in that first over. He was the one who put the Vipers under an immense amount of pressure.
Even moonwalking.
Exactly. And it would have been heartbreaking if somehow Chhatrapati fumbled that bag.
Yeah, but if you want to catch more of Abhishek's antics, you're going to have to wait for just a little bit, because we're going to be cutting to a short break, after which we will be back with the interview. Stay tuned, folks. Don't go anywhere.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
lenskart. Download the app or visit your nearest store.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
अरे किसने कहा कि पप्पू can't dance? Mumbai Grizzlies with one of the strongest performances of the tournament so far. A big round of applause. Oi, Pappu, aa ja yahan pe. The man of the moment. Arey, man of the moment, man of the match, man of the day. Pappu Kumar, a big round of applause. Pappu, क्या खा के आया था? सच बता, आज क्या था ब्रेकफास्ट?
आज का ऐसा ही प्लान था। आज का ऐसा ही प्लान था। हाँ। जाना है, तोड़-फोड़ करके आना है।
तोड़-फोड़ किया, बहुत भयंकर तोड़-फोड़ यार। 30 runs in one single over.
ये मेरा गेम प्ले ही ऐसा है। गेम प्ले ऐसा है, जाता हूँ, आउट हो जाए कोई गम नहीं है। मार के आना है बस।
Great यार, great. Captain देवेंद्र, आइए। 2 words from you यार आज के परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में।
जी बहुत अच्छा लगा। मतलब मैंने स्ट्रेटजी बनाया था मैं लेग स्पिन को खेलूंगा, बट लास्ट बॉल पे पप्पू भाई को स्ट्राइक मिल गया, तो इन्होंने ऐसा मतलब मैच वन साइडेड कर दिया।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
मतलब अनएक्सपेक्टेड था। और हमारे साजन पाजी लास्ट तक फिनिश कर गया था, थोड़ा लास्ट में चूक गए, मतलब थ्रिलर।
अरे मतलब ऐसा है कि सस्पेंस बढ़ाना है, मतलब मार सकते खत्म कर सकते, नहीं रुक जाओ, लास्ट बॉल तक हम रख दे।
मैंने बोला डबल करके ड्रॉ कर ले पहले, उसके बाद मारना। वो एक डॉट हुई, फिर डॉट हुई, प्रेशर बढ़ा, तो लास्ट बॉल पे अच्छा शॉट मारा।
लेकिन you won and it's such a dominant performance। और मैं बैक स्टेज था,
क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग से हमारी टीम वीक लग रही थी टूर्नामेंट के पहले से, तो अभी जैसे जैसे हम खेल रहे हैं हर मैच में कोई ना कोई प्लेयर अपना परफॉर्मेंस देके आ रहा है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
मुझे छोड़
क्या, अरे डोंट बी सो मॉडेस्ट यार। देवेंद्र है ना, क्या एज एनी गुड प्लेयर ना, वो ये मेक श्योर कर रहे कि उनके टीम पे ज्यादा प्रेशर नहीं आना चाहिए, परफॉर्मेंस प्रेशर। वो ही इज गिविंग स्पेस फॉर एवरी प्लेयर टू शाइन एंड आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट अ गुड कैप्टन डज। अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज टू देवेंद्र एंड द टीम। बाकी सब मैं समझ गया, ठीक है, बट फिर लास्ट में अभिषेक आके पता नहीं वो गिरने वाला था, क्या करता मुझे समझा नहीं। अभिषेक क्या था वो? अच्छा वो मून वॉक था। अरे यार माइकल जैक्सन, आजा आजा दिखा यार, आजा आजा वापस आजा, बीच में आजा। अच्छा कुछ बोलने ही वाला है यार, बोलो ना यार।
हम चाहे तो पहाड़ को झुका सकते हैं,
वाह वाह,
मगर उसमें हवाओं का रुख बदल जाएंगे। हम चाहे तो समंदर को सुखा सकते हैं, मगर छुट्टी मनाने लोग कहां जाएंगे? और ये तो सिर्फ क्रिकेट का ग्राउंड है, ये लोग हमसे क्या टकराएंगे?
क्या बात क्या बात क्या बात। माइक ड्रॉप मोमेंट, डोंट ड्रॉप द माइक। चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच गाइस, कांग्रेचुलेशंस कैप्टन, कांग्रेचुलेशंस। What an exciting match. Unfortunate for the Vipers, it was a close match. Very much है ना, last moment पे game Vipers के side पे जा सकता था. But we know the results. It's the Mumbai Grizzlies 4 win in the last 4 matches. Over and out to my expert analyst.
Pulse of Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
lenskart, download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
finolex pipes, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
Well, so much of drama both on and off the field. We'll talk about the on first. Last ball boundary, Chetan. Well, they did get it tight till the end, but what a finish to this one.
Absolutely the best finish of the tournament so far. 3 needed of 1 ball. And then Sargent comes and smacks 4. We had talked about the fact that Sargent is such an important cog in the wheel for Mumbai's batting. But what a great start from PK, the #1 player in real cricket. And he showed his mettle today. Mind-blowing game, mind-blowing chase. The best game of the tournament.
Well, we like to tell you the Sargent who hit that final runs on the board after so much. 2 runs, I think we contemplated, well, what's happening? 2 dot balls.
Yeah.
And then the pressure is back to the Mumbai side. And then they come up like a boss and they say, look, I'm here, calm down, I'm going to win the game for you.
And you look at what they did. Davinder and Sargent really crucial, those 18 runs. You know, they played some unique strokes today. Straight down the ground, 4s हमने इतने नहीं देखे हैं. Straight down the ground, boundaries, 6s हमने इतनी नहीं देखे हैं. They took those chances today and took them to victory. But PK, 33 of 9 balls. He's been scoring at 230 strike rate in this tournament so far. But today, 300 plus. Blew away, just blew away Dubai.
Well, that's the kind of a score that you'd want as an individual, but also for your team, because Mumbai Grizzlies, I tell you what a great show of character out there and temperament, especially because we're talking about the Dubai Vipers. Well, they won the toss and put them to bat first. Well, we thought 67 is really good target, but then Mumbai come in and say, look, if you're giving us a challenge, make sure it's a good one.
Yeah, and Abhishek, you know, he's sharp with his tongue, but when he throws down the gauntlet, he makes it work. मतलब मुंबई करके दिखाते हैं. तो उन्होंने विकेट तो ले लिया पहले ओवर में, but we have seen that Roy, Ankit Roy, Mukesh and Manish, they contribute the most of the runs for Dubai, and that's what happened today as well.
Well, again, it's Mukesh and Manish who step up for the Vipers. Eventually, we saw them in the last couple of games as well when they came back for that team, and this partnership is something which they'll always celebrate. We talk about the bowling there. Mumbai Grizzlies, well, again, talk about wickets. Sometimes you see that the teams are winning by 2 wickets, 3 wickets. What really matters is what are you doing with the number of runs that you're conceding, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you know what? Abhishek took that 1 wicket, and then none of the other bowlers got any wickets. That was really crucial from Dubai's point of view to get to 67. छोटा टारगेट नहीं है, 70 के पास का टारगेट है। किसी भी प्लेयर से पूछिए 70 के पास का टारगेट, 65 का प्लस का टारगेट बहुत टफ है इस रियल क्रिकेट GEPL में। लेकिन यहाँ पर दविंदर को टारगेट किया, साजन को टारगेट किया, मिलन को टारगेट किया, तो दुबई की बैटिंग वाज ऑन पॉइंट। कहाँ फेल हो गए? गेंदबाजी में फेल हो गए। दैट फर्स्ट ओवर फ्रॉम विजय टेकन फॉर 30 रन्स, सेकंड ओवर टेकन फॉर 10 रन्स, हरभजन कंट्रोल्ड इट, बट पहले 2 ओवर में 40 रन, the most expensive power play in the tournament, and that is why Mumbai won the game.
Well, Dubai Vipers did have that chances, of course, floating. They might have thought that, look what, you have 67 runs on the board. We need to really bowl well now because you have to give it to Mumbai for exceptional batting. Right from the start, PK and Davinder give them a great start to the campaign, take off the pressure, and eventually you have someone like, again, you have so many players like, like Sargent who come in and say, who take off the pressure earlier on. I'll do the the remaining part of the innings, and eventually you see how it's worked for them.
Yeah, change in role for Sargent today. He came in at number 3. PK and Davinder opened the innings. PK with that flying start, 33 of 9, man of the match performance there for me, right there. But then he needed that finishing touch from Sargent and Davinder. Sargent, very cool customer. He's had a role in all 4 victories for Mumbai with the bat. Very consistent, very cool, and as long as he was there at the crease, jab tak wo crease par the, he was always going to win the game for Mumbai.
Well, of course, we were thinking that PK will have to fire, and when we said that, I think the commentators or analysts cursed for good because PK came out firing, all guns blazing. And there he is, your man of the match, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, 33 runs, 367 of a strike rate, and then look at that for the 4s and 6s, 3 each. Well, he has to be the pick, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Finolex Pipes, man of the match. And you know what? This guy, what they're not showing here is kitni balls unhone kheli. 9 balls, 33 runs. Oh my God. 6 out of those 9 balls, he smacked for boundaries. Says everything. He won that power play battle. He needed to because it was a tall total of 67. Hats off to this batting performance. Probably the best power play batting performance of the tournament.
Talk about a power play performance because Dubai Vipers too had their start well. They probably got 50 in 4 overs at the start. Talk about it. But on the other end, you also had the likes of the Grizzlies who got 40 in that first 2 as well, which really tells you volumes about how they wanted everything that they have in him.
Yeah, I mean, you take a look at the partnerships, and partnerships were still very important. Yes, PK ने अपना काम करके दिखा दिया, उनको एक बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत दी. Look at that, 43 of 16, to which he contributed 33 of 9. But Davinder, he identified the situation कि मुझे टिके रहना है एक end पर, ज़्यादा wickets नहीं खोनी है, which allowed Sargent to come and express himself, get those 18 runs. Davinder also adding those 18 runs. Crucial partnerships, quick scoring partnerships, which is why Mumbai won.
I'll talk about Dubai Vipers then eventually. Mumbai Grizzlies got it in their favor. Dubai Vipers on the other end, well, they did not lose too many wickets. We'll take nothing from them. But in the end, maybe just fell short of or maybe a better target for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, this was not a small target, not a great target, but, it was just right there. आप ये मैच जीत भी सकते थे, हार भी सकते थे. Unfortunately, they lost this game. Roy did not get a great start, but look at that partnership. 62 of 29. Manish and Mukesh, they have been so dependable. The best players for Dubai. They again did the job today, but unfortunately, it did not work out well.
Well, I'd also like to tell you that 62 is one of the top partnerships that you'll see in the GEPL. 62 runs for, the likes of these two. And talk about the batting pitch map eventually. Mumbai Grizzlies, there you see all those 4s which have come in. Pretty colorful one.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? We want to take a look at the 6s if there are, and the 4s there are. That is where, look at that. You see those green dots just near the gloves, and then the 4s appear. ये कमाल करके दिखाया आज पीके ने. मतलब जबरदस्त गेंदबाजी, लेकिन जबरदस्त बल्लेबाजी उससे भी ज़्यादा. And that won the game for Mumbai Grizzlies. And you know what? Look at their runs. In the blue dots, they were able to maneuver the field as the game went on. Sargent and Davinder doing that job for Mumbai. कि हाँ कोई बात नहीं, great start मिल गया है. Now let's finish the game.
Well, we'll know about the bowling side when you have a look at the bowling pitch map, and certainly it's of course a cumulative to give you an idea of how things have been for Mumbai Grizzlies so far in that end. And there it is. I mean, you know, the bowling pitch map. Then talk about first the faster side of it. You've seen the areas where they're trying to get to, you know, exploit a lot of it, Chetan.
Yeah, just the one wicket today for Mumbai Grizzlies. लेकिन आप देखो किस तरीके से they have been bowling throughout this tournament. This is a cumulative pitch map. They've been targeting the stumps, choking the batsman on the middle and leg. I mean, this is exceptional bowling performance. This is the best bowling attack in the tournament. This is the best team in the tournament. और आज उन्होंने फिर से एक बार prove करके दिखा दिया.
Well, you have to give credits to Mumbai because they started on a pretty challenging mode, but in the end they scored a lot of runs. Talking about scoring a lot of runs, we'll have a look at how the wagon wheel looks like, and then this will tell you a story. It's quite scattered all over. It's not that they have chosen a specific site to shoot, but at the end of the day, you know, the most important is they have batters who are diverse and can really score all across the ground. Remember, we are talking about the Melbourne ground, which is a big ground, and getting 4s and 6s is not easy.
Yeah, for me, that long off margin is the biggest one. You know, 3.13%. आज के मैच से पहले ये 0 था against the fast bowlers. This is the area they targeted today to get those runs. Devinder targeted that. Look at that, against spin. They're still not using long off. But आज pace के against उन्होंने वो long off use किया, got those runs, and they were vital क्योंकि वहाँ पर ज़्यादातर इस tournament में shots नहीं खेले जाते हैं. Change in strategy from Mumbai, it worked at the last moment.
A change in strategy, well, every challenge that you put down in there requires a lot of your mental agility, not just the physical side of it. But remember, they're put into a lot of challenging situations, especially when you see somebody like getting out quickly, or then eventually see the brute batter not firing, and then you have all the other batsmen ready to take up the challenge. But that's of course from the spin side in the other end. We'll also want to talk about, okay, the character and the temperament of the Mumbai side, because you've seen them starting on a challenging mode and then coming out so strong.
Yeah, and you know, you talk about the temperament, but today they showed that temperament. Dubai also, you know, showing that great tournament because, great temperament because, you know what, they attacked Mumbai. They took the attack to Mumbai. The fact is, they only lost 1 wicket against the best bowling lineup in the tournament. तो ये दो टीमें जो थी बहुत जबरदस्त तरीके से टकराई एक दूसरे से. Unfortunately, there could only be one winner, and the better team on the day won.
Well, the better team will keep winning in a challenge like this, but for that winning, they will need 4s and 6s. We'll have a look at the 4s and 6s brought to you by Pulsar and S125. Showstopper. Well, there were a lot of 4s and 6s there in that inning. And of course, talk about over 100 runs being scored in that total 2 innings that we had. But we also had a few wickets, certainly. Abhishek would be one of the picks when it comes down to wickets. A few wickets were there. We'll have a look at it, brought to you by lenskart. Well, we did speak about topping the table. Mumbai Grizzlies, I'll tell you what, they're not shy. because they have got the 2 points and now they're comfortably taking that joyride. Chetan, I think now it is tough to break a team because they've already have had their strengths and weaknesses already noticed, and now they know what they have to do in the tournament.
I mean, I haven't seen any weaknesses in Mumbai Grizzlies. It's just strengths and strengths for me. Look at that, the best team in the tournament. पहला मैच हार गए थे पहले ही दिन, लेकिन उसके बाद 4 लगातार मैचेस में जीत दर्ज की है, और सिर्फ जीत नहीं दर्ज की है, स्टाइल से जीत दर्ज की है. They are sitting top of the table, really pretty there. And आज का दिन भी ये टॉप पे फिनिश कर सकते हैं. There is only one team that can really stop them. It's कोलकाता हॉक्स, जो अपना अगला मैच खेलेंगे चेन्नई वुल्व्स के साथ. अगर कोलकाता वो मैच जीते हैं तो वो टॉप पे चले जाएंगे, लेकिन अगर बहुत बड़ा वर्ड है जो मुंबई की डिक्शनरी में नहीं है.
Well, Kolkata will be raring to go against Chennai because they really want those 2 points. To talk about topping the table out there, that'll be very, very important for them. We talk about the runs especially. It becomes so important, especially with the points table. They go back and they reflect like, look, if we could have got probably a little bit of runs out there, we could have got these 2 points. But then you have somebody like a Manish now who says that, look, individual score, you might say that it won't matter. But I think there's something for these batters to cheer for, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, for me, Manish is the player of the tournament so far. I mean, you look at the way his batting stats are and the way his bowling stats are. थोड़ी देर में most wickets पे भी जाएंगे. वहाँ पे आपको दिखाई देगा कि why I'm saying he's the player of the tournament. But look, Sarjan, he's been contributing in every match for Mumbai. One of the hallmarks of Mumbai's wins.
Well, we have the batters there who are really enjoying this tournament, but we also speak about the bowlers who have done pretty well in that contest, because you talk about somebody like a Manish there. Again, that fight between Mirdaji, who's of course your favorite down there, and Manish battling it out. But what's good is also about that you also have Mukesh, who's not just good with the bat, let's say, but also in top contention for that bowler sport as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's very tight in the wickets column because इस tournament में 5-5 over के match में the wickets are at a premium. Like, and you look at somebody like Manish, who's picked up 6 wickets in 5 games, or a Devinder, whose economy is so low, but still 5 wickets. These are very, very valuable players.
Well, we also talk about the strike rate here because, in a lot of situations, especially in this game, when you saw that you need 3 of 1 run, you want a champion, batter to step up like this, and that's what will put you forward. And you've also spoken about the likes of Vamsi there. PK now stepping into that zone as well.
Yeah, today he scored with a strike rate of 360 plus. Overall, unka jo chala gaya hai strike rate 269 for the tournament. PK and Krunal, these guys open the innings for their teams. These are the brute players using the power play. Runs देखिए, उन्होंने 86 और 52 बनाए हैं, और फिर भी 240 plus, 260 plus का strike rate है. That is brilliant batting in the power plays.
You'll also have to talk about somebody like an Abhishek, who certainly is doing well with the bowl as well. Okay, he's taking the wickets, but here he's also in that strike rate part as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's just scored 8 runs. He's had 1 chance to bat, so 267 strike rate. On the opportunity he got, he did really well, but it's more about the top order batsmen who are scoring consistently and, doing really well.
Well, you also talk about sometimes the tail end who can come out and fire. For coming from the tail end, we have the bowlers here, of course, the best economy there. Weber, talk about him, just 7.88, if you could put across.
Yeah, I mean, that economy has cost Devinder. The last game has caught Devinder. इससे पिछले मुकाबले में उनकी economy 7.5 की थी, लेकिन अभी थोड़ी ऊपर चली गई है. So Weber is leading the charts. 3 wickets for him, 7.88. That's job well done.
Well, for now, it could be job well done for Mumbai, but they still have a long, long way to go, remember. And like we did tell you that this can go anywhere from the matches that we are seeing. Some games we've seen going all till the edge, going down the wire, and we have another winner altogether. But for now, it is going to be Mumbai Grizzlies who are going to walk away with not a smile, but a more happier face, and of course, the cheer as well. We're heading into a short little break. On the other side, we have the next game coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Pulse of Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
lenskart. Download the app now.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।